Okay, we are doing a Barbie mansion speed build. It's so beautiful, but I would just need to start. I've never done a speed build before. I've also never done a build this big before, I'm kind of a noob. So this is like really chaotic. There's so many cuts. I clearly have a terrible attention span because I'll be building one thing and I'll run away to build something else. I don't know what's going on there. And also the fact that this was 10 hours of footage, I don't think that helped. But I've got it down to like 20-ish minutes, But also I started this without the intention of recording at all. I was just lying on my couch playing Animal Crossing. I was in like flow state. I couldn't stop, and I was sat there thinking like, I feel like this is gonna cook. I need to get up. I need to record this. So like, this entire start part is from like the 30-second clips that you can get on your Switch. Because look, I'm sick. Okay, I just really was enjoying lying on the couch. And also, important note, if you are looking for the design codes, I will put them on the screen as they appear, and I'll try and also make like a Google Doc, kind of. I don't know, that's a problem for future me, but like they will be there. Okay, so originally I wanted like a modern vibe, like kind of like Barbie movie vibe, and I did do that. I started with a kind of a reference, I didn't really follow the reference, but a bit of a reference of using like the wide display stands and then bookshelves and simple panels to make like quite a simple kind of deal. But then I was just looking and I was like, I don't like it. I want it to be like Malibu Barbie dream house. Okay, so I decided that the gazebo has to be a roof. It was really difficult, to be honest. It might have been a bad decision. I'm not like overly happy with the end product, but I feel like it's cute. It's my first proper build. It's my first build on this island. This is episode 1 of Barbie Bay, unless I decide to upload the villager hunts. But honestly, I got really lucky. Like, those villager hunts were really not that good because I was getting exactly what I wanted. I haven't found Flora though. Flora's like number 1. She needs to be on this island. But anyway, yeah, back to the build. So I'm placing the simple panels and I'm trying to like cover the gazebo, which was really hard. Although I don't know why I wasn't like realizing that it was a height issue, because clearly that's not tall enough. But so much back and forth. This entire build, there's so many cuts because I just had to keep going back to get things, and it was, oh my god, it was chaos. But yeah, it's a work in progress. You have to trust the progress. Do I keep it like that? Wait, I think I do, but I changed the panels. Okay, these windows I didn't keep because I don't know, they just weren't fancy enough. They were too simple, too modern, So I end up using fancier windows. There's a fancy wall. It's hard to name these designs because yeah, a lot of them as well are in Japanese. I don't know what's going on in Japan, but like they are really good at Animal Crossing designs. Kind of random, but yeah, although it makes them kind of hard to find, especially because they don't even let you try. Like, I had, obviously when it's in your like design thing you can see what it's called, but then when you try to find it again, terrible. But you can't even type Japanese letters on Switch, but I'm sure I do it wrong anyway, but it doesn't matter. Okay, here is where the medieval side walls, medieval, yeah, the side walls come in. Oh, I'm terraforming. I love this sound. Wait, I just had to stop to listen to that. Well, so you could listen to that. I love that sound. It's like ASMR. But yeah, the medieval side walls, they came in, and I do wish the roof wasn't that colour, but they were more the vibe, because the theme for this island, it's like think Malibu Barbie, think like the Barbie mermaid films and tropical all in one big, and kind of some decor in there. This is like an ambitious project, which I am aware that there's nothing tropical about Malibu, at least I don't think there is, but it's fine. It's fine, don't worry about it. Doesn't have to be realistic. Here's me placing the house. I have to go back and forth, and then I move it anyway because I didn't like it. I'm not like the biggest fan of the color of the house. I feel like I might change that, but I didn't end up changing it. But I don't know. But yeah, here's me trying to like space out where the house goes, but I did it wrong anyway, so it's really a waste of time. But it was hard to blend like the wide display stands with the walls, because I didn't want it to be like I don't know, it's hard to explain. I don't know what I was doing, to be honest. I don't know. It's me making a fancy wall. These were really hard to find. It took me like 20 minutes to find this design. I don't understand why you can't just see the design code if you already have it saved. Like, why won't you tell me it? But it's me expanding the land. I did so much back and forth with this terraforming because I just like couldn't figure out what I was doing, because I want to have like I want to extend the secret beach. Well, it's not going to be very secret because it turns out my idea is going to take up a lot of space, but I kind of had to map that out at some point. I did cut that out because I was like, this is not relevant to the Barbie dream house in the slightest. But yeah, so a good like, I don't know, like an hour, which is really bad, was me placing design codes to try and figure out the secret beach concept, because it's like right there, it's really close. But I originally wanted to have like a bit of a lake up here, but I really did not have much space. So we have very thin river, kind of. I don't know. I actually don't know how one would explain the water source here, but we don't need to worry about that. I'm expanding the land. This ends up being so much bigger than I thought. Like, there is a solid chunk of my island that is purely my house. But you know what? These villages, they don't do nothing anyway. They don't deserve the land, okay? Like, you gotta work for it. I'm here working away, so I deserve a big, pretty pink mansion, okay? But, yeah. And I don't know if I regret this path. It's a really pretty path, but I feel like it looks kind of flat if you use too much of it. But a lot of the problem here with the pathing is that I wanted to have, like, a driveway to use the car, but I just like couldn't figure it out. So I ended up joining those two paths together. I'm making like a driveway down wooden stairs. No, brick. Oh my god, brick stairs. Because I don't know, I was tempted to use the like planked ramp, but I feel like it just didn't look as fancy. But most of this is terraforming. I do enjoy the new terraforming thing. You can like sidestep. But I did keep jumping. I don't know what I was doing, but I kept trying to jump. So I haven't got that down fully. But yeah, I wanted to have a fountain out here. I feel like I'm skipping ahead. There's a lot of pathing. There's not really much I can say about the paths, to be honest. There you go, there's the fountain. See, I wasn't skipping ahead. But spoiler alert, I end up getting rid of that fountain because, I don't know, it's kind of ugly. Wait, no, it's not ugly. It's cute, but like, this whole area ended up being like too flat. I think it might be the path, I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, and I was trying to get some nature in there. In a second, I'm gonna try and place some palm trees and then realize it looks really ugly. But that's just because like the palm trees, like there'd be a big hole in the design. But then I end up putting bushes down instead, I'm pretty sure, which they take up like a whole tile, so that's better. Oh, it took so much in me to ignore the balloons flying over. Oh, never mind, I didn't ignore this one. In fact, it took me embarrassingly long to catch it, but I had to skip a few, I'm not gonna lie. It was really sad, but then I sat on my little fountain. It's quite cute that you can sit on that, but it doesn't end up staying. And then I extended this because I was like, oh wait, maybe I was. No, I swear I made that too thick. Whatever. Okay, there's a waterfall because I want to have a pool in front. Oh, we've skipped ahead. Okay, I think because it was dark. I don't like building in the dark. I'm recoloring my storage shed, which feels like an unnecessary mission, but whatever. Wait, was I trying to put a storage shed right next to my house? That's kind of stupid, but whatever. Okay, I'm trying to join the paths, which, I don't know, is it bad that I kind of hate this whole thing? It looks cute in the end, it does. It's not perfect, but like, I don't really know what else I could do. I feel like I need to recolor the actual house. I feel like I don't like that bit. But I was considering mirroring the entire like big bit and then having my real house in the middle. But I thought that might get a bit overkill. And also the secret beach would be a little bit too secret. I also regret my choice of bushes because I've realised that I'm going to keep my island in cherry blossom season. Well, no, I'm going to play properly at some point. I don't know when. But I do like cherry blossom season so much. Oh, here's me taking a long time to pick the ramp, like way too long, but I went with the stone one because it seemed more fancy. But anyway, yeah, the bushes that I used, they don't bloom during cherry blossom, so I'm gonna have to go and change all of them, but that's a later problem. Although, thinking about it, it's supposed to be like tropical, but I don't really know if cherry blossoms are roaming around in the tropical places. I know nothing, okay? But it doesn't have to be real. You know, Barbie does what she likes. Barbie is whoever she wants to be. And you know what? If she wants a cherry blossom tree next to her palm trees, that is perfectly fine. Okay, right. So we moved on to the driveway. Again, I was really struggling to fit that car. You haven't seen the car yet, but, you know, picture the car. I'm sure you know what the car is. It is huge. Well, it's not even that big, but, like, the hitbox, is that... I feel like that's not the correct word for this game. The area that it takes up, it's huge. You have to walk miles away from it. Honestly, it was terrible. Here we go, mini car. I've just paused and it's called a mini car. There is nothing mini about that car. That's a big car, okay? Although I feel like it's too mini to actually be used by an Animal Crossing character. Wait, no, that's throwing off my immersion. In fact, everything's too small. These people have big heads, but it's okay. Oh, we've skipped ahead. Okay, right. We skipped ahead because I rage quit pretty much. So I came up to do something else because I was struggling to fit that car. So I had to put the front back on because you can't place paths on the furniture. It's really annoying. And here's the debacle with the palm trees, right? I cut a whole section out of this because there was a good 10 minutes of me trying to figure out where these palm trees would fit. And it turned out they couldn't place because I was trying to put them on dirt and not sand. So that was really embarrassing. I had to go and buy the sand path. And now I'm customizing the palm tree lamps. They're really cute. They're going to get used a lot on this island. And here is the heartbreaking task where I realised that I wanted to have a Mario tunnel, like, hidden away. Just because my house is, like, literally in the very back of the island, so that's going to get annoying quick. And there was no good way to go about this, so I had to just dig through the land. It was quite sad. Sorry, this voiceover is, like, really choppy because I keep having to stop in it to cough, which is, like, really sad. I have a terrible cold. I did not realise I had a cold. I'm going to be so honest. I thought that I had just lost my voice from Fortnite Festival because I was having a really good time singing Slipknot, screaming out my little heart, and I thought that's why my voice was gone. And then the next day I woke up and I was, like, really, really congested and it was terrible. So that was not the cause. But yeah, I do have to keep stopping to cough, which is, like, really sad. Anyway, I've built my little hidden Mario tunnel and I've done the setup ladder there. I'm so glad they added them. Life before them was kind of sad. And then I recolored that castle gate. Castle gate, I think. But I feel like I don't know if I love it. I feel like it was more right for, you know, the aesthetic of this dream house. But, like, anywhere else on the island, I would have kept the teal. I was kind of stuck between pink and orange. I was originally going to do pink and orange as the colour scheme, but then I realised, like, pink and teal, especially because there's a lot of teal in this game, and, like, I say a lot, I'm more just thinking about that one incline, to be honest, but whatever. But I feel like after the Barbie movie, I feel like pink and blue just is the combo, so I feel like maybe. But I'm not too strict on colour scheme here. Oh, there's me getting a plasma ball out of a balloon. Wow, so cute. I'm not too strict on colour scheme here. I'm doing, like, a little tropical little city that's, like, Barbie-ish, you know? In fact, no, you don't know, because I've made this whole, this is, like, not, this is not a vibe, but we're gonna make it a vibe. I love this little scooter, although, these things place awkwardly. That looks so cute if it's on a corner, but nah. Okay, we are moving on to the pool. Originally, it was going to be, like, a private pool. But then I thought, no, I feel like having, like, a cute little pool. When I say private pool, I mean, nothing's really private in this game. The villagers just invite themselves in, you know, but I was going to have, like, a more, like, fancy, but then I was like, no, I want, like, a cutesy, like, community pool. If that's a thing, but yeah, I was originally going to cut it and have it as its own separate thing, and then I realised it's, like, kind of small and there's, like, really not much to it, so I'm going to keep it in. It's not really worthy of its own build. I don't know if I've already mentioned this, because I'm not gonna lie, I filmed some of this and then I fell asleep, so oopsies. But I hate this outfit, and it makes me sad that I hate this outfit. To be fair, this outfit was for Label, I don't know her name, but I love that skirt. Okay, it's called like tweed skirt, tweed frilly skirt maybe. It's so cute. It's like pink and brown, which is such a cute color combination. Reminds me of my childhood. That was like a big color combination when I was a kid. If you were born in the 2000s, maybe early to 2010s, oh my god. Yeah, it was a big vibe, but I have no idea what to wear it with. Also, there's me pinching all of the fences from my home. I wanted to have like a little rooftop bar situation. I don't yet have any wallpaper, so ignore the wallpaper, but I stole them fences. They've been taken. One thing I do want to add to this pool is I want gyros chilling at the pool. I think that'd be really funny and quite cute. They are really cute, but I don't yet have any. I made this island a couple days before the 3.0 update. I got to 3 stars in 3 days. It was quite a task. And then I flattened my island, and then I haven't played since. But yeah, this is like a new island. I really don't have a lot going on here. So I really need to get it together. Oh, we're raining. Okay, this is clearly a separate day. And right off the bat, I have come back on a new day and decided that bush has to go. So it was clearly bugging me. But this is where I tried to place palm trees. They do not look good. Yeah, that's... Ugh. Actually, while I do some boring pathing and such, I want to know... I don't even know if anyone will watch this, to be honest. But if anyone's here right now, what villages would you put on a tropical / Malibu Barbie / Mermaid Barbie island? Who would you put on here? See, I was thinking all pink, but then I was like, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about all pink, you know? But on my island right now, I have Fuchsia, I have Penelope, I have Claudia. I also have Winnie. She's really cute. She's a little horse. And I was thinking, like, what if I made a Mojo Dojo Casa house? But I feel like that would be really random. Because I don't want it to be like... I feel like this is misleading with the name. Like, when I say Barbie Bear, it's not like an actual Barbie island. You know that girl who did, like, Wizard of Oz Island? She had, like, people playing the characters and stuff. Mine's just Barbie vibe, you know? But during this, I think she's called Melba in my campsite. And she was so cute. I had to have her. She is really cutesy. I've never had a koala before. They're really cute. I was thinking there's another koala. I think she's called Faith. She has like a flower in her hair and she has a lei. And I'm like, that's kind of appropriate for the island. But I'm happy with Melba. She's cute. But back to the build. Here is me like terraforming around this rock garden concept. This was difficult because I was trying to keep it centered. I think I'm going to end up moving the water because I ended up covering some of the water and it was like, maybe I can cover that with objects, maybe I can't. That's not a problem for today. Well, while this boring smoothing of the terraforming is going on, I want to tell everyone, my mother has got Animal Crossing, her first ever Animal Crossing game. She has just started it. This is really exciting. It's more exciting for me than it is for her because I get to like live through it again. Oh, and it's just, it's so joyous. It's so joyous. She was like crashing out because she was like, well, I don't have a ladder, so I can't get all the iron nuggets to build my Nook's Cranny. And I was like, yeah, welcome. But anyway, back to the build. I'm extending the river that goes like, well, the waterfalls on the inclines. I'm extending it round. I do eventually put a bridge there. I don't know if I added that after. I actually don't know. But over here, I'm planning on having Penelope because she's my fave. She's my gal. But right now, I'm trying to make the medieval side walls like look a bit less like they stick out. And I used a pattern that's like matches the roof. And then, right, I picked up this medieval side wall and it genuinely disappeared off the face of the earth. Like, this was spontaneous combustion. Like, I'm dead serious. It was gone. It was gone. Look, I only have 2. I had 3. I picked one up. I only had 2. But anyway, we're back on a new day. We're back in the glorious sunlight. I think my next step, I'm assuming, I don't remember, is gonna be to add some greenery in here and decorate just like the top area. We're getting towards the end now. We don't have long left, so I think I'm just gonna be planting bushes pretty much. Although I regret my choice of bush, okay, because I'm gonna have my island in cherry blossom season, and I didn't think about this because I didn't play during cherry blossom season. I just missed it when I came back. But yeah, so I'm gonna have to replace all of these. But I love this pink fence. It is so cute. Although I feel like we need more fences in this game. I was looking, I feel like we're kind of limited because I want like, I wish I had the spooky fence in white. That would be perfect because I love that fence. But yeah, I don't really have many flowers. I did flower breeding for like 2 days and then I was like, okay, flattening my island. So I have some lilies and some hyacinths, but not many pink ones, which is kind of what we need. Also, I was a silly Billy. I took that like stunted bamboo and I just forgot to plant something behind it, so it grew to full size. But I think it looked cute anyway. You'll see that later, but I didn't think it was too bad. And yeah, so I've got a peach tree in there. I have Mrs. Flamingo, of course, and then there was too much fence going on, so I replaced it with some little street lights. And then over here I really struggled with because it just looked so flat. It really did. I didn't know what to do with it. I also wanted to fit this statue in somewhere. I don't know where, but he makes it in eventually. And then I took so long. It doesn't look like so long because it's so sped up, but I was trying to find the broken version of the pillars and I just kept placing the full size ones. I was like, what is going on? And I also was running out of sidewalls, so I kept pinching them. And then I put these up here and I hated it. It didn't look good, so we abandoned the roof texture. But this is where I decide that the fountain just isn't, it's just not given. It's not given. I like it. I like the fountain as an item, but the whole area in general was just like too flat. So it had to go. It got replaced with a pergola, and then, you know, I fixed these little walls, and that's pretty much it. Although my final task was to go and get a cuter outfit because I had this ugly outfit. So I had to go and get a pretty outfit to do the final little show through. And then I took my little screenshots and I'm going to show you them now. And I will also show the tour that I did on stream. Bye bye. It's such a banger. Love all the pink. Just you wait, hold on. You need to see my Barbie mansion. So this is my driveway. This is my pool. These are my cars. And this is my big boy mansion. Big boy mansion. Look at it. It's got a booby roof. Yeah, this is my Barbie mansion. So we are loving the pink on this island.